In the year 1944, a spirit-filled Ghanaian destined to spread the truth about his maker and to bring healing to his generation and generations after him was born to Mr. B.R.D. Anane and Madame Margaret Anane. After a little over 2 decades, he was admitted and later graduated as a medical doctor from one of Ghana's best universities in the country's capital, thus University of Ghana, Legon, after passing his secondary and sixth form from Presec and Prempeh College in the year 1964.
I am Archbishop Professor Dr. Noble Asafo Agyei of Asafo Agyei Hospital and also Senior Pastor of Great Eternal Harvest International Ministry.
The existence of man is made manifest when his impact is felt positively in his community and extended to the entire world.
I was preparing to be a gynecologist at Komfonochi, but time came that I went to India to study about the treatment for hemorrhoids, because we realized that many people have these hemorrhoids. When you go to the main hospital, you have to go through surgery, and people are afraid of surgery. So they resorted to the local medication, if it's complications. But I had the opportunity to go and study this new treatment called the ring hemorrhoidectomy, which I studied in India, in Gujarat. And when I came home, I realized that a lot of people have got this condition. So I wanted a way of helping them.
Archbishop Professor Dr. Noble Asafo Agyei Anane established the Asafo Agyei Hospital at Durban in Kumasi, Ghana, West Africa. For many decades now, the Asafo Agyei Hospital have been serving patients not only in Ghana, but from Kenya, Congo, South Africa, and other African countries, spreading to Europe and the United States of America. With expertise in treatment of hemorrhoid, Archbishop Professor Dr. Asafo Agyei received training from India and has since made several presentations across the globe.
When I started, I was doing it free of charge. So I got a call from Cambridge University for me to make a write-up of what I was doing. I sent the write-up, and they in turn invited me to make a presentation at the World Conference in Cambridge University. So I went there in the year 2000 and made the presentation, and they were amazed because the cost for the treatment in UK at that time was £1,000, and I was doing it free of charge. But I had a motive of making sure this worked for our own people. And after the presentation, they awarded me the Outstanding Scientist of the 20th Century. Then, on 3 occasions, I was invited to UK. The next university was the Oxford University. I also made a presentation there. So in the UK, it was 3 times. And later on, I was invited to the United States. I had 2 conferences separately in Washington, and then another one in San Francisco. I also had a conference of this treatment in Canada, Vancouver. I also had it in Holland, and then in South Africa, Cape Town. So gradually, my name became synonymous with the latest treatment of hemorrhoids. That is the ring hemorrhoidectomy, where you don't cut any part of the body.
Dr. Asafo Agyei believes healthcare should not be a privilege for only the rich. Hence, he had a free screening for over 1,000 people.
I did free screening for 1,000 people, and people came from even the West African countries for this treatment. And to have patients from Nigeria, patients from Cote d'Ivoire, patients from Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, then patients as far as Congo, Cameroon, South Africa, and Kenya. This motivated me to improve upon the treatment, because we realized that a lot of people have got this condition, but because the cost element was too high, I had to come down and make it affordable for our people. And since 1991, I've been on this treatment. This is the 26th year of this treatment.
In 2013, he established Archbishop Asafo Agyei Foundation. Today, we present to you the Archbishop Asafo Agyei Foundation, soliciting for your support as a preacher, a teacher, health practitioner, businessman or woman, government, and anyone who feels the plight of the hundreds and thousands of people who need health care but cannot afford to join hands with this foundation to reach out to persons with world-class health care.
The foundation is being set up to help a lot of people. See, when it comes to the cost element, people rather go underground because they are not ready, they don't even have the money. So if we have this foundation, then we can move around medical tourism to the remote areas where they don't have the proper medical facility, so that we can line up people, examine them, and do it for them. In fact, when I went to India to learn about this, that's what we were doing. We moved from village to village and then did this treatment, and it was very successful. Why can't we duplicate this in our own country and for West African countries too? So the intention of the foundation is to bring this treatment to the doorsteps of people. Because I realize that taking away the surgical aspect, people are now using the local herbs, and that is. But I see a lot of complications in that, because some you have to add alcohol, other medications which eventually gives complications to people's kidney and liver. So by introducing this to the doorsteps, we're going to help our own people, especially our farmers and those who don't have enough money to seek proper medical services. Essentially, this foundation is to help the needy. We have so many people, whether children or adults, who need medical services, but they don't have the money, they don't have the means. So if we are able to get something, then we can cut down the cost to help the needy. It can really go to their doorsteps to educate them, first of all, because there is a way to prevent it. The education on the prevention is very important. And then where they have the condition, then you can do it for them. You don't need to be hospitalized. You line them up and you do it for them. And that is a simple way of getting to the doorsteps of those who have this condition. our expectation is to educate the masses of what is happening, and the way to get our people, involved in this treatment. Apart from the actual process of the treatment, people need to tackle on their diet. There are certain food items which, when you have hemorrhoids, you have to avoid. Otherwise, the process of bleeding and getting it bigger depends on certain food items. And that is, I think, more important than even going through the process, because if you do it and the person goes back to eat those food items, then there's going to be a recurrence. And so the education and then tackling the issues which need to be tackled is our aim. And I think that will help so many people. And, these conditions commonly from the age of 20 up to 100. And even at the hospital, we have instituted measures whereby we do free screening for the public. If you are just passing through the hospital, come over, let's screen you, and then advise you on what to do. And so this is, already we've started it, but we want it to go further so that we can reach a lot more people about this condition. We are using this forum to appeal to those gathered here and those at home, individuals, organizations, government, to assist us in achieving this laudable aim of helping the needy, to set up a clinic at this hospital where medical tourism will bring in other nationals from other African countries, Europe, and wherever, and especially those who have this condition that is crippling our people. And you see, it's common in both males and females. And when it comes to the males, there is always the sexual weakness which affects a lot of men. So our aim is to get your support to control this condition in order that our people be healthy in their various chosen vocations.
Archbishop Asafo Agyei Foundation, transforming lives, impacting generations.